The truth is out there and it does bubble to the top. So even without the 14,000 or the 41,000 hours of footage released, Americans, crowdsourced video is excessive. We just need to get the right people to look at it. So hopefully Tucker's on the way to helping us do that.
See, I believe that there's going to be a certain amount of the population that will never see the truth, even if it's right in front of them.
That's true.
I believe that the mask will never go away for some people. I believe that the mass formation psychosis is so deep for some people that it will never go away. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's that psychological.
Well, yeah, because we do have a whole generation of kids coming up that didn't know anything but masks, and so who knows how far they'll carry that into life. But I would hope that when we look back in history, this is just an era, the era of the mask that came and went. So I hope it's not forever.
Yeah, I just think that some people, it just won't go away for some people. I mean, it's clearly gone away for some, but others will, like you could just tell, they're just fully bought into that. COVID will always be there for some people.
Well, and you're sure who those people are when you look in somebody's car and they're riding down the road by themselves wearing a mask. So.
I saw a kid doing that today.
Yeah, we've seen it.
And gloves.
Yeah.
And gloves. I told you that they're mask Nazis here in the Gulag, right? So supposedly on March 1st, the mask is going away even in the Gulag.
Wow.
But it's incredible that it's lasted this long.
That really?
Oh, yeah.
When we're in visitation, we all get in trouble for not having our masks up.
Oh, well, you see, then you already know.
I do already know.
You already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so supposedly that's going away on March 1st.
Well, that's going to be nice, but I'm also aware of people inside getting their ass kicked because they didn't have a mask on at the right time.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And disciplinary action because people didn't have masks on at the right time. So, yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Suddenly, it's all
Yep. So, let's see. We got 7:48 here. So an hour and 15 minutes before we flicker the lights and sing.
Absolutely. We'll be waiting.
So should I sing it Land of the Free or Land of the Entrapped? How do you want me to sing it?
Well, you know what? It's odd you should say that because some of us feel the same. But, I say we sing it loud, we sing it proud, and we sing it right. But we all know what we're thinking in our heart, but we have to keep going forward with the belief that it's free because we have to make sure it stays that way. So, we can be sarcastic.
I'm kind of a realist. So I'm a little bit, torn. The land of the free or entrapped? How do I do this?
Well, do what's in your heart.
I'll tell you what. I'll say free tonight. I'll say free tonight just because I know that's how you want it sung.
Well, you can ask the guys inside how they feel about that, but trust me, we have similar thoughts.
And the land of the free.
There you go.
I'll do it like that.
All right.
I'll do it like that.
All right, Eric.
All right. Someone will give you guys a buzz at the normal time, but I wanted to get my call in early.
All right. Well, thanks for calling and sharing.
Thank you for being out there.
Oh, you're welcome.
See you.
All right. Well,
Bye-bye.
We're
here. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Bye.
It's a marathon. It's a marathon.
Welcome to my Republican Party. Walk inside my Republican Party. It's a whole lot of red, but I'm not Cardi. It's a whole lot of red, not talking soccer. Your state is blue, we come how many flip. Them things we taxing. GOP just get rich. We all got IDs in my.
I live very close to the Ronald Reagan Library. And here's a man, an extraordinary story. I put him up there with Abe Lincoln. He had to fight against one of the greatest evils there ever was that killed over 150 million people. If we put Mao, 60 million. Eastern Europe, behind the Iron Curtain, our bosses, our leaders collaborated with evil. They chumped up this word called détente, the coexistence of communism and capitalism, and yet freedom was losing. We were losing our liberty. We were losing. He said that, Reagan said that détente, isn't that what a farmer does with his turkey all year long until Thanksgiving Day? What do we say to our brothers and sisters now caught behind their Iron Curtain? Give up your dreams of freedom now, because in order to save our own skins, we're just too willing to make a deal with your slave masters? Do you and I have the courage to say there is a price we will not pay? There is a point beyond which evil must not advance. He would go on to say that evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. Well, you and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth. But we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness. We're at war with the most dangerous enemy that has ever faced mankind in his long climb from the swamp to the stars. And it's been said, if we lose this war, and in so doing lose this great way of freedom of ours, history will record with the greatest astonishment that those that had the most to lose did the least to prevent it from happening. Well, I think it's high time now that we ask ourselves if we still even know the freedoms that were intended for us by our founding fathers. Every generation of Americans needs to know that freedom exists, not to do what you like, but having the right to do what you ought. And that is the freedom that I wish for you. Set yourselves apart from this corrupt generation. Be saints. You weren't made to fit in. You are born to stand out. God bless you.
Brian Mock was arrested on June 11, 2021 because he stood up with 1 million other patriots to have his voice heard on Jan 6th. He is not a criminal. He is a concerned citizen who stood up for me and my brothers. He was taken by gunpoint, transported across the country, and held for 347 days in D.C. jail. He was abused, deprived of his constitutional rights, and unable to see his family. He spent 5 months in solitary confinement. To this day, he continues his legal battle and maintains his innocence. While locked in a 6x10 cell, he wrote a song for me and my brothers. We encouraged him to record it and share it with the world. Please share this, learn his story, and if you can, please support him in his fight for justice.
This one's for my boys and old man. They're sending me away 'cause I took a stand. My voice is all that I can give. They've taken everything except this life I live. Politicians smile when they burn my town. Said tear another statue to the ground. They try and divide with fear and hate, and keep us in our homes till it's too late. Well, they came with guns, said welcome to our head. No rights, no trial, then they locked me in a cell. So to my boys, I left behind that January day. I stood for thoughts, I stood for words you may never get to say. And through the years and all the tears, we may never be the same. So I pray. There's men on the block lost everything, but every single night there's an anthem they sing. And then I sit down, try and write to my son words about wisdom and honor and love. Will they ever understand that I stood for them? Trying to right the wrongs that evil put us in. So to my boys, I left behind that January day. I stood for thoughts, I stood for words you may never get to say. And through the years and all the tears, we may never be the same. So I pray. Pray that you choose to see through all the lies that you're told. They can take time, but they can't take your mind or your soul. They want you to hate, but it's never too late to choose love. So choose love and choose love and choose love, choose love, 'cause there's a formula of lies and mistrust. They used to tear down the best of us. There's a simple answer to what we must do. Strip them of their power, give it back to you. If you stand with the truth, they'll put you in a cage. If you talk about freedom, they'll remind you you're a slave. So to my boys, I left behind that January day. I stood for thoughts, I stood for words you may never get to say. And through the years and all the tears, we may never be the same. So I pray. My voice is all that I can give. They've taken everything except this life I live. So this one's for my poison old man. They're sending me away 'cause I took a stand. I gotta go away 'cause I took a stand. Is there anyone left to make a stand?
My lowest moment came when I was in solitary confinement, isolated from all the other Jan 6ers for a little over 90 days. I spoke to God and I asked him, "Why me?" He answered quite simply, "Because you can endure."
These Christians get attacked. If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're whack. Everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it. Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We can unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us with votes and elections. The music we bump, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. The things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs like, you need a fast car. You need designer clothes. You need a rap star to tell you to stop popping pills at the blunt and go live at the club to your bro. It's all controlled by the elites. Put fake news all over our screens, convincing the right to go fight with the left and distract from the fact it's each other we need. Divided by race and religion, segregated into teams. You're a white supremacist. If you're not, I guess you Antifa. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now. No lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood don't splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. Freedom's dead. If you have an opinion, take it back. People hate the president. If you don't, then you trash. Indoctrinate the nation using news and mainstream rap. The government abuses us. It's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included. All colors fall under laws and govern the whole country, and we all suffer. We're all broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. We watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race. Like, this is a race war. You need to hate more. Get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more. What a vicious cycle we can't break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us dumb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems. They're symptoms of life in the system. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood don't splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. The music will make you dumb, the media makes you hate, and they control them both. There ain't no escape. They put the world in a state of chaos. Economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white or it's left versus right. Divide and conquer and control is the payoff. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood don't splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
All right, everybody. Today, we have the amazing Gary McBride, who stays at Gary. Gary does a lot of really important work for the Jan 6 community, and so on his M5 Gary McBride Twitter page, you can go to it. He's released some videos today, and I'm telling you, they are eye-opening. I hope everyone goes out to Twitter, and you have your own space. Why don't you tell them about where they can find those videos?
Okay. You can go to m5newsgate.com, and there's a tab that's J6 full videos, which is going to be released full videos, not edited clips like Tucker Carlson will probably do, and he'll take months to be able to bring it out. These guys will have to spend more time in jail. So it's time that we have to do more than just what we think we're capable of doing, and stand up and not be afraid to go out there and take that step of faith, because we are surrounded by loved ones, whether they're not with us right now or they're new loved ones. I'll say it that way. So there's two that I released. It's part 1 of 2 of Jason Bagshaw, and then the second one, it's 1 of 3 videos and multiples of Officer Daniel Tao. Daniel Tao, he was the spark, not let me rephrase that, he was the match that lit the fire that day, not Guy Reffitt.
Thank you, Gary.
And so these videos, when you go through them, they're close to 5 hours long. It's their body cameras. And as we release these from the Eagle's Nest, we're going to release more and more every day, because we're not going to wait anymore. We're not going to wait for the mainstream media, because they're not going to do their job. It's us, the people that are going to do it. We're the news, not them. And we're going to bring them the truth. If they want to do something to anybody because we're bringing out the truth, you know, so be it. But we're tired of the lies, the constant lies that are being brought out and video used to show their lies. But that's just a narrative because the truth is going to come out. And so just go to n5newsgate.com, and in there there's links with Tommy Tatum and David Valentine, Nicole and Mickey, that you can click on those links and contribute to them. So there's 2 released today. Just go there and take a look at it on Twitter or the website n5newsgate.com, and there'll be 2 or 3 more tomorrow. We're just going to keep doing it.
We love to share.
Oh yeah, share. And if you share it 10 times and people are getting tired of it, share it 20 more times. Who cares if you irritate them? Just share.
Want to make sure.
Okay, so it's m5newsgate.com, like a gate, G-A-T-E, m5newsgate.com. And
Mary. Is it Mary?
M, yeah.
M5newsgate.com.
That's right, and m5newsgate.com. You can also, it's on my Twitter page, Nicole Repick. It's also on Gary McBride's Twitter page. You can look at him. You know, they're in all these places. They're on Mickey's. We're sharing them as much as we can because, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, Bagshaw is the officer, if everybody remembers Victoria White. Exactly. Victoria White was here on the corner. This is footage of Bagshaw beating Victoria White, and y'all all saw her here. And so, you know, that is one video y'all can look at. Once again, like he said, Officer Tao, you know, he was very explosive in causing a reaction from the crowd. And, you know, all these things play into what happened that day. And Gary's worked really hard, and we are just going to blast it out there. He has whole videos. He has where he is showing what is going on, but then he just lets it play. You want to talk any more about your process, or do you just...
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, so the videos I put out, there's nothing edited on it other than just I put something at the beginning because it takes 2 minutes after they turn their body cameras on before you have audio. So everything that I'm putting out has already been investigated. So if Tucker wants to save time instead of milk it, you know, people like myself can come in and learn them. So, but other than that, it doesn't matter because we're going to do it. Not, you know, it's going to be us that does it.
Awesome. Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, we appreciate all the work you've done, Gary. And please go to m5newsgate.com. Those videos are there. And we'll remind y'all again of that. We have a call coming in. We have great timing.
Y'all pray protection over Gary. This is Gary. Big Gary.
Shane Jenkins?
Hey, brother. Hey, no, hold on, brother. Don't put me on. Don't put...
Okay. Yeah, you're not on.
He wasn't ready yet. Hey, Dave. Even. Thanks, baby mom.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This Finger Cipher. I saw your trucks look amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to put this together.
I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. So good, so good. I got you. I feel nice. Sugar and spice. I feel nice. Sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you. When I hold you in my arms, I know that I can't do no wrong. And when I hold you in my arms, my love won't do you no harm. And I feel nice, like sugar spot. I feel nice, a sugar spot. So nice, I got you.
The guys inside, are you watching on the live stream? Lucky girl. Okay, well, they still want to thank you, so here they are.
You're on.
I'm trying to get mom on the phone.
Mom's on the phone right now.
You're on.
Okay, is everybody there?
Yes, everybody's here.
Okay, awesome. So look, I got everybody around here. Hey, where'd you go? All right, hey, there you go. Oh my God, this is everybody's gone. Okay, so guys, look, we want to sing happy birthday to my mom, Leslie McGrew. Cole John, come over here, we'll sing happy birthday. We'll sing happy birthday to Leslie and to Ron J, who got the birthday tonight. Happy birthday, Ron. Happy birthday, Mom. We want to sing happy birthday. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leslie. Mom. That was awesome.
Enjoy your evening.
Huh?
Wait, I think they're saying something to you. James is on the other phone.
Thank you, son.
I love you, Mom. I can hear you. Are you using crab legs right now? Huh?
I'm eating crab legs.
All right, James.
It would be an honor for me to be his new stepfather, so I love you too, Leslie.
All right.
Y'all, Shane said he's my new stepdad. I told him he's gonna fight Justin. All right, I'm telling him. You gotta get a bare knuckle fist fight with Justin, okay?
Hey, James, you want to say hi to Ron J? He's right here too.
Yeah, man, talk to Ron J real quick. I've never heard him.
What's going on, James?
Nah,
Thank you for the birthday love.
Yeah, bro, no problem, dude. Yeah. So yeah, Shane was telling me birthday out there too, man. It's my mom's birthday. And yeah, anytime you get a chance to do this, man, it's all love, brother. All love, man.
Thank you, man. Y'all be safe in there, man. Don't let nobody try to play with y'all or any of that. Y'all fight for us, and we fight for you out here. So thank you.
Oh, hey, bro. You know what it is in here, bro. It's all love, and we love all you guys. We love all y'all, man. Y'all are great fucking Americans, great patriots. And this is God's part of it, man. And we're gonna get our country back, brother.
Thank you.
All right, bro. Thank you so much, Ron.
Happy birthday to your mom too. Happy birthday.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, she's Justin. She's 91 years old today. Yes. 91. She's young 91. You know, she has a little bit of memory loss, and she's going through
mild dementia.
You know, it's hard, but you know, we deal with it. Yeah, you know, it's just hard.
Tell her she my twin. She my twin.
That's what's up, bro. No, mom's cool as shit, dude. My mom is she's a trooper. She's one of a kind. My mom has been my rock through a lot of struggles in my life, and she's always been there. She's 100% a mother and a mama bear. Like she's one of those ones where her son can't do nothing wrong, you know. But at the same time, she's always instilled good values and good morals in me, and I love her to death, man. We grew up poor. We grew up not having a whole lot, but I grew up having love, bro, in my life, bro. And my mom, she made sure that I was loved, bro. And I can never in this world have anything bad to say about my mom, bro. She's amazing.
love your mom too. We
Beautiful.
do. Leslie's amazing. She's done a lot for a lot of Jan Sixers, and
Yes,
she's a
I'll tell you
special
what,
lady.
my mom's one of the people, and I'll tell you a story about her. Like, when I was younger, we would go to the grocery store, and it would literally take us 3 hours to fill up a buggy of groceries. Because every single person in the grocery store would come up to her, "Hey, Leslie, how you doing? What's up? How you doing?" I'm talking young, old, it didn't no matter who they were. My mom knew every single one of them and had a conversation with every single one of them. But there was an 85-year-old guy who went to the store every day to get a cup of coffee, or somebody young who just knew my mom from going in the stores all day. She had conversations with every single one of them. And it would take us, I used to hate going to the store with her, because 3.5 hours it would take us to get out of Walmart or Kroger's or a grocery store. It literally would, I swear, it's no lie. She's a people person. She loves people. She loves her community. She's just a one-of-a-kind person. And I feel that there's not too many people in the world who are built like her, and I love her to death.
Yay, we do too. So I'm glad. Do you know when you're moving? Do you know when you're going to be moving yet? Have they given you a COVID test?
No, so that'll be Sunday, that'll be tomorrow, and I'm thinking it's after the phones go off, or the phones don't go off anymore, but it's after the tablets go off, so I should be able to call, at least now that the phones are working. We usually come in about 10 o'clock and do the COVID test, but I think me and Dan, I think we're going this week. Today's week 5 for me, it's week 4.5 for him, and nobody's been here over 5 weeks, so I think we're going to be gone this week for sure.
All right. Well, I know that we have that network out there, so I know we'll know where y'all are going. What about Jeff Sable? Do y'all know about him?
So Sable's in the hole, and we should have been locked down over on the other side of jail, where the U.S. Marshals told us they're not bringing anybody anymore, and he's the first person that's been back over there since. I mean, we've had people get wrote up for little BS stuff here and there, and they tell them that they're not taking them over there. So this is strictly punitive for Jeff. He hasn't been sanctioned to a lockdown sentence. They haven't given him any type of lockdown. This is all pre-sentencing for Jeff. This is all however they disciplinary report.
Yeah.
And it's all wrong. I mean, this whole disciplinary thing was over a knife in the beginning, and now he's got to do a 30-day whole sentence, they say. And for what? For all lies?
Wow.
Where they,
30 days?
No, he's saying that he's got to do 30 days in the hole. That's what they're saying. And we should be calling... No, we should be calling the U.S. Marshal Service. We should be calling the jail. We should be calling the U.S. Marshal Service and demanding answers for what's going on with him.
Yeah, I agree.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What's going on with Jeff Sable is crazy. This guy, even the police officers that work with us, the cops that work the zones with us, come in here every single day and they're like, Jeff Sable? What the hell did this guy do? The quietest guy in the zone? The guy that never leaves out of his cell, the most soft-spoken guy in the unit? You guys know it. This guy has done nothing, absolutely zero wrong.
Right.
To say that this guy even made a racist comment towards them or was inciting a riot is all preposterous. It's all 100% a lie. And I would rest every single thing I stand on in this movement on that accusation. It is 100% of a lie. Every single bit of it.
Right. I know that an article, David just told me that an article came out on the Gateway Pundit about Jeff Sable.
Okay, y'all go to Gateway Pundit and look up Jeff Sable's article.
I know that there's people out there working to try to find out what's going on with him. I know his lawyer's working. I don't know how hard. I don't know. I don't have any trust in any of these lawyers. I'm sorry, I don't.
As to why he's being put in the
And then I hear there's Troy Nell, which his office is called, but I don't know how much they're working on it. He shouldn't be down there 1 more hour, 1 more minute, much less 1 more day. And this is ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, no, it's not okay. And I hope
It's
everybody...
not okay at all.
Okay. All right. Well, we love
This
you
is
guys.
usually over a mask, and Jeff Stabler literally asking them what their names were, and they literally said, "This meeting is over." Walked out the door, and while they're walking out, he says, "I'm going to have your job. I'm telling my lawyer what's going on, what you're doing in the situation." And then they come back 2 days later and give him right up for inciting a riot and saying that he said the N-word. It's on camera. It's on video and audio. Where's the investigation on this? It's ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, no, it's not okay. And that is the same situation that Bart was involved in also, correct?
No, this was a different instance, different one.
Oh, wow.
No, this is a different one. That was a couple months before Jeff. About another month and a half before Jeff.
Oh,
yeah, no, Bart was when the Ronnie Sandlin and Ryan Nichols, and Bart's the only one who's been penalized, and it's been Bart. The other guys, one guy's out of jail, the other guy's in another facility, and Bart's the only one who's had any penalty in the whole instance.
Right.
Wow. So now they're asking. I mean, and Bart will tell you this. They're asking for Bart to go back through the probation department guidelines meeting, where they say how much they feel like he should be sentenced to, and they issue that report to the judge. They're asking for that to be redone so they can give him more time. But
oh wow, yeah, that's.
Yeah, let's start right now. I'll let Bart talk about that a little bit before the phone goes off. You know, what's going on and everything in the news things and whatnot. Hello?
James McGrew on the phone. Jeffrey Sable
Hello?
was in the whole
Hey.
thing for 30 days, so...
Yes.
Hey, how you doing? I came to see you Friday, but you were in court, so sorry I missed you. You want to tell us what happened? Everybody's listening.
Yes, absolutely.
You have 1 minute remaining.
We're going to call you back, okay?
All right, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
All right, we'll call you right back.
Okay.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Yeah, you guys, this is devastating. So he's saying phone calls need to be made, so that's the green light. It's absolutely green light.
Freedom Warriors, you know what to do.
Sorry I missed you guys on Friday. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
Mickey.
No, that's okay. I'm sorry about that. I kind of saw you on the docket, and then I wasn't sure what was happening, and I had another, but yeah, I'm sorry I missed you too. So you want to talk about what happened?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what happened. Actually, they told me Friday that I had a court date, and I was like, no, I don't think so. I think it's on Tuesday. That was my sentencing date. And the guy's like, no, you got to go to court today. And I was like, I didn't know anything about it. So I went to court, and here my lawyer had filed a motion for my judge to recuse herself because of what she did. And we had like an hour-long discussion or debate or whatever you want to call it, my lawyer with the judge about what she did, and she wouldn't recuse herself. So I was basically there for an hour and listened to all the arguments and everything. And my lawyer actually had a good argument, but the judge, you know how these judges are, they'll never admit they're wrong. So the main thing is that before my case, before Friday, the jail was only supposed to give the judges your medical records unless the judge requested your DR, your disciplinary records. But after this incident with me, my judge made a precedent with the jail, the head of the jail disciplinary thing or whatever, I don't know what it is, the guy's name, I can't remember his name. But now everybody's DR is going to be sent to their respective judges.
One more special rule for the J6ers. So if everybody's taking note, that's one more special rule just for the J6ers.
All right.
Yeah, it's totally outrageous because my lawyer was citing the fact that this happened back in September of 2022, and she didn't get the information until a day before my sentencing in 2023, and he was saying it's kind of suspicious, and we don't understand why that it happened that way. You had 5 months to request it, and all of a sudden you didn't request it until the day before sentence. So she was basically fishing for information to see if she could, out of spite, probably pile on and put some more time on me, which is what's going to happen because after my lawyer talked to her for a while, she stated, you're not going to believe this either. Listen to this. I was sitting there, and after my lawyer got done talking, she said, does the prosecution have anything to say? And he stood up and he goes, well, Your Honor, if the defendant didn't have a DR in the jail, we would have been open to letting him release. And I started laughing, and my lawyer kicked me in the shins. Like, don't. I said, this is ridiculous. Because in the plea deal, they requested that I get the top of my guidelines.
Right.
And now he said to the judge, oh, no, we were going to let him go. So crap.
Yeah, it's crap.
So, yeah, it's crap. So I started laughing, but so now it's up to the probation department. Because the probation department is pretty much who sets your guidelines. So she sent it back to probation and said, I want you to reevaluate Mr. Shively's guidelines. So now I'm probably looking at more time, even though I already was punished for what I did in here in the jail, by the jail. Now I have to be punished more by this judge who thinks that I'm a threat to society because of my behavior in jail.
Who is your judge, Mark?
Colleen Cotler Cattell.
I don't think I've ever sat in one of her courtrooms. So do you have to go back Tuesday, or do they reschedule all that because of what happened Friday?
Oh yeah, we have to reschedule it. I probably won't go back to sentencing until April because they have to do a whole reassessment of my, my guidelines and my behavior. Now they're gonna put that into the mix.
Wow, unbelievable.
So sorry.
Yeah, it's just another tool to hurt us. You know what I mean? To paint us in a certain light.
No, I know. I absolutely know that it's continuous.
And here's the funny thing about it. She said in court that I was a menace, I was a threat to society, but I have never hurt anybody or I have never done anything physical to anybody my whole life. And it's on my record. So I don't know where she's getting her information from. She's just basing it off of my behavior or whatever. I don't know, but there is no documented paperwork saying that I'm a threat to anybody.
Well, she's basing that off the fact that you were there on January 6th. We see it all the time. They try the day on the calendar. That's why Ashley was denied rendering of honors for no other reason than the fact that she was at the Capitol on the 6th of January. And Ashley was a 4-time deployed United States Air Force veteran denied rendering of honors simply because of the day on the calendar. So that is absolutely what they're doing. They charge the day on the calendar and not the person for their deeds. So I'm so sorry this is happening to everybody.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for Ashley because she's a veteran, she's a patriot, and that's a disgrace. It's a blemish on our country.
All of this being a blemish on our country, and to try you guys for the day on the calendar too. And that's what we say. We see time after time. They're just making up rules for January 6ers. That's just unprecedented in American history. Mm-hmm.
That's right. You're right. You're absolutely correct. I gotta tell you, I was so mad I had to bite my lip because I was ready to stand up and tell my judge. Oh my God. I couldn't, because I mean, listen, she knows that I've been through cancer treatment in here, and anybody that has cancer knows it takes a lot of support to get through something like that. Your family, your friends, your church, you just need people to be on your side to keep your spirits once in a while. I had my brothers in here, but it's not like being out in the real world where you can actually get good food, good nutrition, and it's a good spiritual help with your pastors and the people from church. I had to go through that in here, and she doesn't care about that one bit. She could care less. So these judges are so, I just want to say that they're very callous. They just don't care about your life. All they care about is punishing people.
Right. They don't care about your life. They obviously, some of them are not caring about people's First Amendment rights, the constitutional provisions in this country, people's Fourth Amendment rights, Sixth Amendment rights, and just justice overall. Like I said, we see it every time we go in the courtroom. The predisposed position to screw all J6ers. So I'm so sorry. It is what's happening.
Well, like I said, all we can basically do is do what you guys are doing. Keep their feet to the fire. More information is coming out daily. We're hoping that the information that was given to Tucker can make a difference. We're hearing things in here from different people out there that Pelosi on video saying that she wanted the police to stand down, so they wanted us to attack the Capitol. So I don't know if that's true or not, because everything has to be validated. But things are coming out now, and we're really hoping that it comes out quicker because we really want to get out of here.
Yeah, there's more and more video coming out, and Gary McBride released some today of some body cam footage, and Tucker's got it all, so hopefully the truth will come out. I know it's out there. We just have to get the right people to look at it.
That's right. You're absolutely right. And the people that have to look at it, look at it, need to have, they have to have fortitude to go and further it to people that it really matters to. Because unless we get all this information together and get it to the appellate court and to listen to it and to get a judgment and get us out of here, we're stuck here. I mean, that's just the bottom line.
Well, we also need the attention and support of American people, because the politicians can help, but they're always politicians first. So if their constituents let them know what's important to them and put the pressure on them to do the right thing, we also need that. So hopefully that's where Tucker comes in, because he does have a large following, and hopefully he'll open the eyes of millions of American people, who will then open the eyes of millions of other American people, and then they'll get it in the hands of the independent journalists that have poured over this footage and know where to look, and they'll be interested in figuring out the truth with the help of the American people. So that is our hope going forward, and you know, I hope Tucker plays his part. Tucker, do the right thing, Tucker.
Yes, please, Tucker, do the right thing. God love you. We need your help. You're a patriot. You're a great American, and we need you to do your job, please. Have you guys heard? Are you guys going to CPAC, by the way?
A lot of us are going to CPAC. I'm going. Nicole's going. Randy's going. Sarah Maccabee's going. How about you, Deb? No, a lot of us are going, so we'll be there. David, I'm sorry, David. David Valentine's going.
That's great. That's great. That's where you can actually get a chance to talk to these people firsthand. Talk to as many people as you can. Did you guys hear about the Cowboy Logic video and song that they're going to do?
What did you just ask about Cowboy Logic?
We actually did the national anthem in here.
Yeah.
And we sent it to. That's going to be on CPAC.
Oh, good. Yeah. We Don and Donna are in contact with us often. So yeah, I wasn't aware they're going to be at CPAC, but I should have known. Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be. I think there's going to be a video too.
Good. Well, there's going to be the J6 community will have heavy representation at CPAC this year.
You know what, you guys, God bless you, and I hope you guys get out there and just take it to them, and let them know that, you know, we're good men, we're good Christian men, and we believe in our country. We would never subvert our country in any way, any shape or form, and like I said, it's coming out in dribbles and drabs, but it's eventually going to, God's going to eventually release this information to the public and let them know that we are innocent, and hopefully that will give us our freedom again.
I hope so too. And just for some CPAC follow-up, we're going to have a bus from CPAC out here to Freedom Corner, so we are going to, you know, do our best to promote members of CPAC out here on the corner with us. Because Randy Ireland and Americans for Justice are going to provide buses to people to come from CPAC to.
Yay. Absolutely. Challenge them. Say, listen, if you stand for this country, please stand for the people that are incarcerated in this jail, because we need your support drastically, immensely. And it's the right thing to do. That's the bottom line. It's the right thing to do. And, you know,
we also have Ron J. and Jim Levy and Forgiato Blow doing a block party out here for you guys on the 1st, and then a rooftop concert on the 2nd.
That's cool.
It will be cool.
Yes, listen, you got to try to get Trump to get his butt down here.
You have 1 minute remaining.
When you have these people to fire, tell him, get his butt down here and bring us some McDonald's.
There is a McDonald's right on the corner, but, you know, we're going to have a block party. People are going to bring some stuff, and we'll be out here early on the 1st. So, you know, just know that we're out here having fun for all y'all.
God bless you. Yeah. I love you guys.
Thank you. We love you too. We'll talk to you guys in a couple minutes.
All right. Take care.
God bless you. Nice.
God bless you.
All right.
Bye, Bart.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Hey, Mickey, the J6 and are pouring out unbelievable stories, but are so encouraged with people that are posting photos around Ashley Babbitt.
Okay, today is day number 780 in the J6 political hostage crisis. Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, Officer Brian Sicknick, rest in peace. Thomas Ballard, Joseph Biggs, Tim Bonner, Matthew Bledsoe, Nicholas Brockhoff, Jeffrey Scott Brown, Jeremy Brown, Trevor Brown, Alan Byerly, Daniel Caldwell, Jake Chansley, William Cressman, Cleveland Meredith, Lonnie Kaufman, Mason Corson, Kevin Creek, Lucas Denny, David Dempsey, Charles Donahoe, Robert Flint Fairchild, Scott Fairland, Brandon Fellows, Kyle Fitzsimon, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Gieswine, James Grant, Matthew Green, Andrew Griswold, Timothy Hill Cusinelli, Thomas Patrick Hamner, Kenneth Harrelson, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Douglas Jensen, Justin Jersey, Daniel Johnson, Daryl Johnson, Cash Kelly, Josiah Kenyon, Julian Cater, Billy Knutson, Matthew Kroll, Jacob Lang, Nicholas Langren, Nikki Larson Olson, Samuel Lazar, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Cody Mattis, James Malt, Mark Mazza, Ronald Maccabee, Patrick McCoffey, James McGrew, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKillop, Kelly Meggs, Jonathan Mellis, Garrett Miller, Matthew Ryan Miller, Jordan Mink, Robert Morse, Jonathan Manafo, Marshall Neff, Daryl Neely, Ethan Nordain, William Robert Norwood, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Dominic Pizzola, Mark Ponder, Scott Pruitt, Christopher Quaglin, Barry Ramey, William Rogan Reed, Guy Reffitt, Zach Rail, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Charles Richardson, J.D. Rivera, Thomas Robertson, Daniel Rodriguez, Greg Rubenacker, Jeffrey Sable, Ryan Samsel, Ronald Sandlin, Salvador Sandoval, Troy Sargent, Peter Schwartz, Christian Secor, Jeffrey Sills, Barton Shively, Charles Bradford Smith, Peter Stager, Andrew Taki, Enrique Tario, Devlin Thompson, Dustin Thompson, Daniel Warmus, Jessica Watkins, Thomas Webster, Jack Whitten, Ricky Chris Weldon, Anthony Williams, Kyle Young, Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Ungst. Rest in peace.
That was wild. Go from nothing to wide open. We need to sing a song. Or is somebody online?
All right, everybody, let's say her name.
Ashley Babbitt.
Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
of America, that's why we love them. We the people got us back, you know we stand for something. I was at the Capitol, witness hate in their eyes. I stood on them battlegrounds, they won't catch me inside. Closer with them patriots, they had tears in their eyes.
Hey y'all, just want to remind you and tell anybody who hasn't heard yet about the orange and yellow ribbons. If anyone can see, I've got one on my hat. And the yellow is for bringing our men and women home, and also for political prisoners. That's what yellow represents. And also the orange is for our incarcerated political prisoners. So if you have yellow and orange ribbon or just yellow, tie them around your trees, put them outside of your houses and wear them, hand them out, and that way people can ask questions about the ribbons and we can have a conversation, because there's a lot of people in America and around the world that don't realize that these people are still being arrested every day. The DOJ has asked for 3,000 more arrests in 2023, and already there's over 30 who have been arrested so far in this year alone, to add to the numbers that are already incarcerated and being detained. So wear your yellow and orange.
Thank you, Glory View.
I'm coming home after night time. I've got to know what it is and living life. I'd soon be free. Then you'll know just what to do. If you still want me, if you still want me. What time you living around the old Wall Street? It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? If I don't see you living around the old Wall Street, I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, put the blame on me. If I don't see that yellow ribbon around the old tree. Bus driver, please look for me. I couldn't bear to see what I might see. You know I'm really still in prison, and my love, she holds the key. Oh, simple yellow ribbon, what I need to set me free. I told her, please.
Welcome to my Republican Party. Walk inside my Republican Party. It's a whole lot of red, but I'm not Cardi. It's a whole lot of red, not talking sake. Your state is blue, we come in and flip, flip, flip. Them things be taxing, GOP just get rich, rich, rich. We all got IDs in my Welcome to my Republican Party. Walk inside my Republican Party. It's a whole lot of red, but I'm not Cardi. It's a whole lot of red, not talking sake. Your state is blue, we come in and flip, flip, flip. Them things be taxing, GOP just get rich, rich, rich. We all got IDs in my
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shouted the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Come on, brothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Oh, fathers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, come on down, don't you want to go down? Come on, brothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sinners, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sinners, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way.
I'm satisfied with just a cottage below, a little silver and a little gold. But in that city where the ransom will shine, I wanna go on that
He's gone, Debbie.
I got a mansion just over the hills in that Rhineland where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder,
Yeah, Tammy, I did get that. Thank you.
more wander, but walk on streets that are curious gold. Don't think me poor or deserted or lonely. I'm not discouraged. I'm heaven bound, and I'm just a pilgrim in search of Pacific. And I want a mansion, a harp and a crown. I got a
morning for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. But I went back home. Home was lonely, for my mother, she was gone. All my family there was crying, for our home felt sad and alone. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Undertaker, Undertaker, won't you please thy sorrow? Lord, that lady, you are home. Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Almost.
Welcome to my Republican Party. Walk inside my Republican Party. It's a whole lot of red, but I'm not Cardi. It's a whole lot of red, not talking sake. Your state is blue, we come in and flip, flip, flip. Them Dems be taxing, GOP just skip.